This is week 2's Tree Mail Challenge clue. Red snapper, and the sea is where they roam. If your tribe isn't quick, someone will be sent home. Manu and Palila getting their first look at the new Kalama tribe. Chloe voted out at the first 3-person tribal. Let's get to today's immunity challenge. Here's how it works. Tribe mates must shake trees and grab enough branches to craft a fishing pole. Once crafted, you must use the entirety of the beach to find a red snapper. Once found, they must run back to the mat and show off their red snapper. After finishing, they may continue to help their tribe mates by either finding spots for them to fish or crafting more fishing rods for them, but they may not continue to fish. The one tribe to finish the fastest will win immunity. The other 2 tribes will be going to tribal council because tonight is a double tribal. 2 people will be going home. Earlier in the week, each of the tribes chose one person for a small advantage minigame that would give the winner of that challenge an advantage that could help their tribe during the immunity challenge. They had to guess how many number of bells I had in my pocket at that given time during the challenge. The closest person to the actual number in my pocket without going over wins a stronger fishing rod for themselves that is already crafted and can skip the crafting part of the challenge. Manu chose Ashlyn, Kalama chose Allison, and Palila chose Sam to participate in the mini challenge. Ashlyn's guess was 65,432 bells. Allison's guess was 37,550 bells. And Sam's guess was 37,500 bells. This was the number of bells that were in my pocket at the given time during the challenge. That means Allison wins the mini challenge and wins the fishing rod in order to help her during the immunity challenge. Alright, now let's get down to business. First up, Kalama tribe. Alrighty guys, so starting off for Kalama, Allison already starts to go fishing towards the left, but as you see here, everybody else starts shaking like mad women on the trees in order to get the tree branches for the fishing rods. So you have Megan and Kim and Melissa and Amy all working together on getting enough of the tree branches. We have Melissa coming back in order to craft a fishing rod. Allison's running around looking for her first red snapper. So some of them would craft one and immediately start fishing, and some would craft multiple, so they didn't have to keep running back. Alrighty, so as you can see, Amy was the first back for Kalama with her red snapper. Being the second person back for Kalama was Allison, even though my head was blocking her snapper. Third person back for Kalama was Megan. Had about a minute left, and they needed Melissa's. As you can see, time was running out for Kalama. But luckily, in the nick of time, Melissa found her red snapper and finished just under the 15-minute mark. Kalama's time was 14 minutes and 40 seconds. Next up was Manu. Carrie setting out for Manu since they had one extra member. And I apologize in advance, I did not start out with the footage for Manu. I forgot to press record. But as you see here, the first person back with a red snapper for Manu was Ashlyn. Alright, and the second person back for Manu was Kim with her red snapper. And Carl's busy talking to Fuchsia. I believe Fuchsia was new to my island at that point, so I believe he was introducing himself. And it started raining and thundering on my island during Manu's challenge, which kind of added to the ambiance of the whole thing, which was pretty fun. Then as you see, as soon as Kim was done, she started shaking more branches for her other tribe mates. And Ashlyn, as you saw in that speech bubble, she was, I believe, helping them find fishing spots. So they did a good job utilizing the different skills or the different tasks you had to do for this challenge to be successful. And we also had Fuchsia and Kid at this time being audience members, as you can tell. But only a few seconds after Kim comes Jill with her red snapper, making it 3 out of 4 tribe members who got fish for Manu. The last person they were waiting for was Sarah. Just about 2 minutes go by, and Sarah comes through with her red snapper, leaving Manu with plenty of time to be first place and head of Kalama. Manu's final time was 11 minutes and 28 seconds, currently putting them in first place. Last but not least was the Palila tribe. Corson sitting out for Palila, but she decided to visit the island and cheer on her team anyway, as you can see. So again, same tactic, everybody starts going crazy on the tree branches in order to craft their fishing poles. We have Emily and Katie crafting their first fishing poles. See, Katie only crafts one and starts fishing immediately. There goes Nikki, also starting to craft. Sam can't figure out which side of the log is where she wants to craft. Emily makes one fishing rod. Nikki makes one fishing rod. And after an entire about 7 minutes of the 15-minute mark, we had Nikki come back with their red snapper, finally. And they go off to go help their other teammates look for fishing spots. A little under 6 minutes, and Katie finally returns with her fish. Ta-da. As you can see in the back there, Nikki is currently working on getting tree branches. And just about under 2 minutes, Emily is the next person of Palila to come back with a fish. So now all they're waiting for is Sam. Here we go, Palila's down to their final minute of the challenge. Sam having to still find a red snapper to catch. Katie, Emily, and Nikki all running around trying to find her as many spots as they can within that time. I apologize, guys, I didn't get the last bit of their footage there, but Sam did not catch her red snapper, and Palila did not catch all 4 of their red snappers in their given time limit. Therefore, they were automatically the first tribe going to Tribal Council. That means Manu tribe wins immunity and sends Kalama as the second tribe to Tribal Council. Alrighty, guys, let's get right to it. If anyone has an immunity idol, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, Sam. Second vote is Nikki. Third vote, Sam. Fourth vote and second out is Sam. Sam, the tribe has spoken, and it's time for you to go. Alright, now it's Kalama's turn. As you can see, there are 3 members here instead of 4. Megan was having some internet issues at the time, but she still sent me in her vote. I'll read the votes. First vote, Amy. Second vote, Allison. Third vote, Amy. 1 vote left. Fourth vote and third person out of the game of Survivor New Horizons is Amy. Amy, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Since they were the first of their tribe to bring back a red snapper, Ashlyn was allowed to come back to my island and ask one of my villagers for an advantage. Ashlyn visited Lolly and received an immunity idol. The immunity idol is good until the top 5. Amy could not partake in this advantage due to being voted out. And since Palila didn't complete the challenge, no one was allowed to search for an advantage.